But you see, when true test of love come, you see that they don't love those girls. There are certain things they can do for their wife, they will never do for those
Yes,
girls.
that's true. That's true.
They'll tell you, you are not my wife.
Yes.
Young girl, take your time.
Mind battery.
But that their wife, where they don't follow laugh with, they can sacrifice for her. In marriage, there's something I believe that happens most times. People love themselves, people like themselves, and they don't know the difference between the two.
Okay.
You can like somebody and not love the person. You can also love somebody and not like the person. Now I will explain. Do you know that you go to a family, sometimes you see siblings, they know they agree at all.
That's true.
The truth is that they don't like each other.
True.
But make an outsider go touch one of them, you see the
Then
way
you
this
see
other
this
one will defend,
defense.
because he has this love for his brother despite the fact that he does not like him. It's a difference in love. And what happens in marriages most times is people marry, love and like themselves. After a while, they no longer like themselves.
So why is it like that?
It's because preference, liking something, it mostly has to do with when you see good about that thing. Or sometimes you just like the person, you don't know why. Then there are sometimes when somebody's attitude can make you dislike that person. So maybe you married at first, everything was, the person has changed, so you no longer like the person. Or you are now too used to the person, so you no longer like the person. Most married men that go out to cheat, they are actually cheating with those girls because they like them. But you see, when true test of love come, you see that they don't love those girls. There are certain things they can do for their wife, they will never do for those
Yes,
girls.
that's true. That's true.
They'll tell you, you are not my wife.
Yes.
Young girl, take your time.
Mind battery.
But that their wife, where they don't follow laugh with, they can sacrifice for her. For their two to sit down and laugh, they play. No way. They've run out of likeness for their wife. But they still love her.
One of my friends asked me one question one of the days, and he was like, "Why is it that women always like pretending as if they love somebody, and after a long period of time, he now begins to observe that the love fades away and all of that." So you was not like, so why would she be pretending as though she loves me when she does not? Why they pretend? Why when he was saying all those things, I just told him that thank God they had already given, they now have children. So what I told him was, now come to think of this, it's not that your wife does not love you. Now, initially when your wife gave birth to your first son, you know how you cherished that your son as at that first period of time. Even when your time of closing of your business has not yet come, you just want to ensure that you go to the house to see your beautiful son and all of that, and your wife's, that is, it went on and on. But it got to a time when those things, you are no longer having that because to you just feel that it's one of those normal things. It's one of those. So it was when
another baby comes in, same likeness or even more that you are having for that first son, you now transfer it to.
Yes.
And sometimes the other child might not even think that the father does not love it, because he's now having more attention for the new one. It's most times new excites, new brings that joy. So even a man, he has been with you for 20 years, he's used to you. Now is one new girl I have never
seen before. That's true.
That likeness comes, and when the girl starts behaving very nice.
That's true.
So that's why love requires discipline. So for you to love someone, even if you don't like the person anymore, you have to discipline yourself to bring that space where that affection can come back, because it can actually come back. That's why most times I said married couples, if they were not friends before they married, they should strive to become friends. I was telling somebody that people don't know the true value of friendship and what it means to be a friend. Do you know that the disciples of Jesus, they were disciples, and that office means that they were pupils that were to learn from him. It was a master and servant kind of relationship. At a point, Jesus called them, he said, you are no longer you are not my friends.
Yeah.
He brought them to different, and a friend is somebody that is like an associate with you.
Yeah, that's true.
that is on your level,
That's true.
that can reason with you.
That's true.
Now, many times, most relationships, do you know why they go bad?
No,
They never graduate to friendship.
that's true.
Do you know what God called Abraham? Say, Abraham,
God.
my friend.
My friend.
There's a scripture in Proverbs that said, your friend and your father's friend. Say, don't joke with those two people. That's your friend and your father's friend. A man that is a friend to your father is already your friend. So,
So what about a man that is a friend of my father does not want good of my father?
he is really not a friend of your father. Someone who does not want anyone's good is not a friend. He's just there to destroy that person in disguise. True friendship, as it exists, should be that I look out for you to become better.
That's
You also look out for me to become better.
That's
So, for me, I'm looking forward to finding someone that I will settle down with, but I want that person to be a good friend to me.
Yes.
Let's be friends. Let's be able to play with ourselves. Like, it's not about romance.
Yeah.
Let's be able to enjoy our company. Let's play, even if now what different things
Yeah,
we can
different
we can enjoy each other's company, like play.
Yeah.
I notice I like play a lot. Maybe because I didn't play when I was younger. But then somebody that can play with me, not just we are just serious all the time. I'm in church. Madam, you are my wife.
That's true.
You're not my you now be doing seriousness.
Yeah,
What's
all
happen
these
now?
things, I
We
don't
should be
like
able to crack up,
Yeah,
play
so
with each
yes.
other, ask you how your day is. We should be able to play with ourselves.
Yeah.
That friendship should exist. You should be able to even detect when I notice something. There are some people that are in my life. When I'm sad, no matter how sad I am, they're around me, they will never know. I mean, my people who are not even my friends have seen me and noticed that this guy is not okay. Then I'm telling you, okay. And this person that's supposed to be my friend cannot even notice. I'll be like, and when they have anything from the I notice. Sometimes people are not very careful to observe people that they are with to know when something is wrong. It's not all the time people might voice out. You're able to know that
Yes,
this
you should
person
be
is
able
not
to.
okay. And most times some quarrels happen when this person is sad. You don't know. They can't bring play. Come.
Yes, please. When, the
When you
person
never
is not
even
at
show
yes.
care to
Yes,
that
injury
thing
or
that's
pain
bothering
that
the
is
person. So it might not cause chaos sometimes.
That's true.
But it takes a lot of level of maturity to be able to deal with people who are not sensitive to know when something is wrong with you, so as not to destroy the connection. Because
Okay.
whosoever is connected is for a reason. If you think it's not benefiting you, you have a choice. And one thing about friendship is you have a choice to pick your friends. Somebody must not be your friend because they know you, or because we go to the same church,
Okay.
or because we are all Christians, so we must be friends. No, Jesus was not friends with everybody.
Okay.
He was friends with some people. And even friendship had levels. There are people that are friends, they can walk into your bedroom. Some others, they can't even come to your house. But on a Bipadio,
Yeah.
they can't even come to your house. You people meet outside. So there's something powerful about friendship. I think one of the things missing in this modern relationship also is true friendship. The guy is just with her because he likes her, he's having sex with her. But it's not a true friend. A true friend will not just think of what he will benefit. You think of how you, my friend, will also grow. The lady too. It's all about how much she can spend. They're not actually friends with themselves. Friendship, actually, when I stepped into campus, I went to church. The first service I went for, I think the meeting was called Success. I can't remember. Success Motivation.
Okay.
One of our pastors, then Pastor Udin, he was later transferred to Ethiopia from NDU Bayelsa. Was transferred to Ethiopia. I didn't enjoy him because it was just a short moment. Then he was transferred. I even had tears in my eyes standing when he was leaving because I loved how he was. Then, but one thing about the church is that God will send you another pastor that you will even forget that.
That's true.
But sometimes some persons had personal relationships with him that made them have that attachment. In that meeting, he said that meeting we had Success Motivation. He said the law of friendship is vision. If not necessarily that I want to do the same thing, but where we are going are similar. For example, you're going to Abuja, I'm going to Abuja. We might not be going to do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But for the fact we are all going to Abuja,
Yeah.
we can go together because we end in the same destination.
That's true.
So the law of friendship should be that this is the kind of life I want to live.
That's true.
Do you also have something similar, or you also support it? You might be going to Lagos, but you support that I should go to Abuja, so you're not convincing me to go to Lagos with you. That's another level of
Yeah.
something people don't know.
Yes.
It's not necessary that we must want the same thing, but that I can permit you to be yourself, be you, and
Yeah.
I also be myself. You can also permit me. That's a level of friendship that people should be able to have, and with that, you can work together. Even in marriage,
Okay.
she might not want to be a preacher and you are a preacher. Doesn't mean you can't work together. Because a pastor said something I watched in a video that sometimes when ministry deal with you, when you come home, all you need is to see your babe,
Yeah.
not prayer partner.
Yeah, that's true.
It's your babe you want to see that will be with you, play with you,
Yes.
take care of you, not to come and
So
start.
there's no demon in the house that will want to be bounding all the time.
So
That is one of the things late Reverend Dr. Mokbai said. He said one of those mistakes he made those times when he was growing up, when he had his wife, was after he had finished casting demon outside, he would come back to the
I'm
house
casting.
and be behaving. No, not even
I'm
casting.
behaving as if-
behaving as if there are demons in the house.
Yeah.
So the time came, the wife had to call him. Said, "My husband, please, in this house, you are a husband, you are a father. There is no demon in this house that you will be behaving as if when you come to enter the house, you want to cast demon. You know, once you are done with your service and your program, you enter this house, just know that you are coming to meet your family. You are not coming to meet people that are demon that you want to
Cast
out. So that was when he now knew that all this while he had been living his life based on, plus the way people honor him, he expected his house to also carry him that way if there are demons to
It's
so
well.
you get. So sir, that reminds me, you made mention of school.